Oh, this is my stretch sound, guys. Oh yeah, that's good. Right there. That's the stuff. Guys, welcome to Lovercast Live episode number, who knows, but here we are again today, folks. Joined today with Isaac BC76. Some of you know him as Distrin, the man, the myth, the legend, EX Swordfish, the man who used to cut down wood for me in RuneScape. He played sports with me as we grew up. He's huge, coming in at a 230 pounds, 5'11".
That is so not true. What?
Dude,
230?
Hey, how much do you weigh?
200.
200 pounds, 5'11", snacks like a maniac, loves spaghetti more than he loves his girlfriend. Isaac, welcome to the podcast.
That was a pretty good intro.
Thank you. I just made it up on the spot. Thank you. I very much appreciate the kind words from you. Isaac, we've got a jam-packed show for you today. Guys, as always, we do these podcasts live in my Discord. They're available everywhere from my Lovercast Live YouTube channel to wherever you get your podcasts, whether that be Spotify, Pocket Casts, or Apple Podcasts. I just choked on my spit. It's quite the intro. Anyway, make sure you subscribe, follow me wherever those things are so you don't miss out. We post weekly on Thursdays. Isaac, now that that's out of the way, we're going to jump into a very heated debate topic here, starting off the bat. And those of you listening, please post your thoughts to this and talk to Lover. We had an argument recently, Isaac.
Oh, is this about Shaq
Yes.
and Mayweather?
We had an argument about who would win in a fight, Shaquille O'Neal or Floyd Mayweather. Now, Isaac believes Shaq would win.
It's not even a question.
I believe Mayweather would win. Tell us why you think Shaq would win. Isaac.
In his prime. We're not talking about present day Shaq. We're talking about Shaq in his prime.
Who has no idea how to fight. Look at these answers. Already people saying Mayweather. But then again, they're probably just agreeing with me because I'm a lover fella.
Shaquille O'Neal is over 7 feet tall. He's over 300 pounds. And Mayweather is 150 pounds, like 5'8" or something.
But could Shaq
it wouldn't
even
be a close fight?
Could Shaq even touch Mayweather? Mayweather's so quick. Shaq is like, even in his prime, was like a giant teddy bear, you know?
There is a video of Hathor Bjornsson, the world's strongest man, fighting Conor McGregor. And in that fight, the world's strongest man captured Conor McGregor in 17 seconds.
Okay, he captured him. He captured him, sure.
And
but
then he let him go for free. But if this was a fight, he would have just crushed him.
Okay, all right. So that's the big debate, guys. We don't know what the answer is. And Isaac says Shaq. I say Mayweather.
We do know what the answer is.
I'm right.
And this is a cage match, by the way, not a boxing match.
Yeah, it's okay. I just feel like Mayweather would win. Like one punch, boom, you're dead.
No.
Okay. So, long story short, I'm right. Isaac's wrong. And yeah, so moving on. Next question. Isaac, this is more of a story time for you. Talk to us about stealing snacks when you grew up and hiding them.
Oh, I was an expert snack stealer. I was a pretty hefty child. I was a chonker. I'll admit it.
Uh-huh.
I used to steal 2 sodas at a time and purposely get caught with one of the sodas.
I thought you called him Pop, bro. Why are you calling him soda? This is weird. Okay. Call him Pop.
Pop?
Yeah, we're from Ohio.
I used to steal 2 Coca-Colas at a time, and I would get caught with one of them, and I would go put it back just so I could sneak away with the other one.
It's so weird. We used to go into the bathroom, and you'd like lift up like the toilet seat or something, and there would be like wrappers of like candy and brownies or something. Because this kid would sneak them in the bathroom, literally eat like 3 of them at a time. Like, this is true. Like, you would find wrappers everywhere. It was you.
The bathroom was the best place to eat them. No one would expect it in there.
He's not wrong. I mean, you'd open up a drawer and you'd hear my dad like, "Who is eating brownies in the bathroom again?" And Isaac's like, "Zach?" I'm like, what do you mean, Zach? We could never figure out who it was until one day Isaac's walking down our staircase and my dad's like, "Isaac, did you steal Pop?" And he's like, "Yeah." Isaac puts it back and then goes outside and he's still got 2 more in his pants. And he pulls them out and Ben is like, "Did you get me one?" Isaac's like, "No, these are both for me."
I drank them both right there in under a minute. I still remember those.
It's pretty legendary, and you guys can see why we're always sneaking things around now in our videos, because Isaac just kind of has that in his blood.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, that's absolutely insane. So, yeah, Isaac was quite the thief growing up. Definitely.
Still am.
Still is. Steals a lot of things these days. Now, along with those lines, Isaac, you're a very, what I would call, argumentative person, in the sense that even if you're wrong, like in the Shaq Mayweather debate, you always believe that you're right. Tell us why you argue so much, especially with me, when I'm right always.
I think it's because you used to always put me down when I was a child. And
I still do.
Now that I'm old enough to defend myself, I just don't back down.
Wow, that's a real legit answer. Holy crap.
And in this
my
debate,
gosh.
it's not even a question, dude.
I'm right.
Hmm.
But that's crazy. Like as a kid, like I remember one time I like pinned Isaac to the ground, like as the big brother would do, and bully him. And I just like was gonna like hawk a loogie down his mouth, like trying to spit in his mouth. This is a normal thing for guys, I'm assuming. Maybe not. Anyway, I was gonna spit in his mouth, but not really. I was just like threatening him, like, "Yo, I'm the big dog here. Don't mess with me again." And
Zach has very viscous saliva. He used to be able to drop it down.
long
and slurp
story
it
short, I
back up.
accidentally actually did spit on him, and I didn't mean to. Like that took it too far. I was just trying to intimidate him, and I actually did it. And so I remember freaking out, and I was like, "Dude, please don't tell please don't tell mom and dad. I'll do anything." Like he's like, "What?" And I was like, what do you want? And he's like, "Clean my room and like do this stuff." So like I did all this stuff, and he ended up not saying anything, and that was where I was like, I gotta stop. Stop doing this type of stuff.
And then I outgrew Zach around age 12.
Yeah, then I was 5'6", and you're 50 pounds heavier than me, and so
Yep.
wow, yeah, it was a lot that happened there. I'll never forget that story though, because I was like, I didn't mean to actually do that. Whew.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was a good time. Next question here, Isaac, for you. Different little topic coming in hot. Who's your favorite, Morocco or Matt, and why?
This is a tough one. Gotta go with Morocco here.
I agree.
Yeah, only because Morocco's in this chat, I think, right now.
I agree.
Yep.
Who's your favorite, Ben or me?
I think it just depends on the day, to be honest. Ben's a very moody guy. When he's in the good mood, he's fun to be around. But
As a matter of fact, Ben's here. So Ben, would you care to comment about that real quick, Ben? Ben's not listening. Isaac, back. Oh wait, I think he was talking.
Actually talking. He's muted.
Ben, go ahead. Nope.
He's talking, but
What about now?
Yeah,
Oh,
there
here
you
we
go.
Okay.
What do you say to that, Ben?
I get headaches, so I get a bad mood and I have a headache.
Seems like a weak excuse. I'm not going to let him finish. Isaac, back to you.
thank you. I don't have anything to say. I already answered the question.
Okay, so you like Morocco, you like me more than Ben, and then finally, next question: Obama or Trump?
Got to go with Obama on that one. I'm a wildlife major, pretty eco-friendly.
And what's your opinion on Brexit?
I don't know enough about it. From what I hear, it's not a good thing, but we'll
What are
see
the
how it plays out.
what are the geopolitical implications of global warming, and how will that affect the economy on a global scale? And do you feel
my
that
goodness.
business and lobbyists are causing issues with sustainability issues and measures to grow the economy?
Did you write this question up beforehand, Zach?
I
Because
just made it up on the spot.
that sounded like a wildlife conservation bio question.
And what's your answer?
I mean, there's just going to be massive impacts across the globe. Increases in drought, increases in natural disasters,
And what are you
rising
doing?
sea levels.
What are you doing to save that? Are you becoming a Visco girl using metal straws, or what's your plan of attack?
I think there's really nothing you can do. It's already too late, so you just enjoy your life now.
Interesting. So you're just not even going to try?
Well, I mean, you can try all you want, but the CO2 has already passed the threshold.
You don't think it can be reversed?
I do not.
I believe it can. Again, I'm right. Okay. And I oop. All right. On to the next question. So when we first started YouTube, guys, a long time ago, what was it like when you watched me make videos and I didn't get any views? Were you like, what is he doing? Or what did you actually think about it? Maybe the first 6 to 8 months.
I didn't. I mean, you were doing Ark and Terraria, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really care that much because I don't know. I wasn't really into those games.
Mm-hmm.
But I think once you got like 10,000, I was pretty impressed.
Yeah, tell us about that vlog story.
I had
20,000.
a rule that if you didn't have 20,000 subscribers, you wouldn't be allowed to vlog without it being weird.
Mm-hmm.
He reached it, and it just didn't seem big enough, so I raised it to 100,000.
Yeah, Isaac said no vlogging until you get 20K. Then Isaac said you'll never get 100K. Then he said you'll never get 1 million. We about to get 1 million.
I think that I have been critical to Loverfella's success. I have doubted him the whole way. And it's
so
really
true.
given him the fire to keep going.
I will destroy you when I hit it, man, and I'll rub it in your face so much. Remember when you said I wouldn't get 20K? I remember. Maya Night Shadow asks what your favorite subject in school was.
Biology.
Why?
I just love the outdoors.
What do you love about it?
I like to fish.
You can
I
have
just
fish
like
indoors.
to go out herping. I like to catch reptiles.
Herpin. Tell
Yeah.
us about that. Is that a disease? What is herpin? Can
It's,
I get
you
herpin
go
on my
out-
face?
No. You just go out and you catch reptiles and amphibians.
Okay.
You know?
I'm just explaining for those that don't know what a herpetologist is.
Yeah. Oh, well, look at you with the big words.
Thank you. Now, one question I'd like to ask you, we're jumping around all kinds of random topics here. Do you have plans, or would you be starting a YouTube channel? Ruby asks.
Ruby. I think I will. I got to finish college, though. Right now, I'm in like the hardest semester of my college career.
Would you make gaming videos, fishing videos, vlogs, skits?
Probably gaming.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind to do fishing, but when I go fishing, I like to get away from the electronics.
Okay, that makes sense. You could also... Wow, that's really interesting. All right, Isaac. So what do you feel about being my brother? Does it feel weird to be the brother of me?
Not really.
Like,
this
are
was
you
not something.
like here? Let me.
Okay.
Do you feel like
Yep.
like impressed when you're near me? You're like, "Whoa, us lover fella."
No, until recently, Zach, I had never considered being to be your brother was an honor or anything. It was just,
Until recently. What do you mean? Now you do?
I mean, you got some credibility now, but before now, dude, I mean, come on now. You were failing out of engineering school.
Okay, but I didn't fail. I was
You were
failing out, but
struggling.
I still passed.
You know, you pulled it together. I'll give it credit.
Okay. So now you see me and you're like, "Dang, that's my brother." Whoa, he's lover fella.
It's still not like that for me, but you know,
Yeah,
I'll
it
give you
is.
some credit.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. That's great. I love to hear that. Isaac, talk to us a little bit about your relationship.
With Kaylee,
Yep.
I do have a girlfriend of, I think, 5 or 4 years. I think 4 years. I don't actually know. It's been a long time. It's going good.
It's going good, healthy,
Yeah, seems pretty healthy to me.
hang out a lot.
Yeah.
That's
I
good.
think I see her tomorrow.
This is the advice I always tell people that ask for my advice in relationships. Isaac just asked me for advice. So my advice is,
Did I? Okay.
in year 7, she'll cheat on you. That's what
I do.
happened.
There is a rule with that. Yeah.
So year 7 is what happened to me. It's what's going to happen to you and everyone out there. It's a terrible way to look at life, but I just tell people that. Just let them know it's coming.
Yep.
Fishing's a big part of your life. You fish all day, you fish all night, you dream fish, you sleep fish, you got a fish tank in your bedroom, you wear fishing underwear, you got a fishing pole with you every place you go. You even
That's
base
true.
your car around its ability to carry fishing poles. Why are you so obsessed with fishing?
I like the outdoors, man. There's nothing like getting out there, getting away from technology.
But why
catching a
fishing?
fish.
Why not hiking or mountain climbing or just sitting in the
'cause
trees?
Fishing's like a sport. It's a skill that you can refine and you can compete with. I like to compete.
What would you say to someone like me who believes fishing is purely luck-based?
Well, I would like to take you out to the lake for a day, and we'll see how many fish you catch compared to me.
Have you ever caught a shark? Because I have.
I've caught a dogfish.
Have you caught a shark? Yes or no?
I think that's
Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Have you caught a great white shark? Yes or no?
No, I have not.
I have.
No.
I have done
Okay.
that. So that makes
win.
me a better fisherman.
I.
But here's the
know if
thing.
that's how that
Here's the
works.
thing. I don't know how I caught it. It was luck. I put in the rod in the ocean. Boom.
What?
There's a shark.
You don't have to be good at basketball to make a 3-pointer. You can get lucky.
Oh, logic. Dang it. Destroyed me on that one, folks. I got no rebuttal for that. Okay, so as a kid, I think a big part of the reason you like fishing so much is because we grew up with a stream in our backyard, and I had a major influence on you by always fishing in that stream. You wanted to be like me, therefore you wanted to fish. True or false?
I feel like I was the one that always had to ask you to go on the stream because you and Ben always thought it was gross.
It was literally full of poop.
Yeah, I loved it though.
Well, there you have it, folks. Title of this episode, Isaac BC loves poop water. Isaac, would you ever do a face reveal?
I don't hide my face. I think it's out there somewhere. I
Picture,
think it's on your. I mean, you've made a video with me before.
yeah, he's like on my Lovercast channel. I used to make that a vlog channel, and so he's in a couple of vlogs there if you wanted to see him. But yeah, he looks nothing like me. He's blonde hair, blue eyes.
And that brings me to my next point. I believe that Loverfella is adopted.
It's true. You actually fully believe that I am adopted. I don't think
Yep.
I am, but I wouldn't be surprised. To be honest
I
with you.
strongly believe that we are not full brothers.
Like I grow like a full beard and you can't even grow a mustache, you know? Like there are
Nice.
some hereditary things that are interesting.
That's true.
Very interesting. Isaac, so I already asked you who your favorite brother is. Now, one thing I want to point out is that growing up, you were by far, and still are, the most argumentative person ever. I mean, you're
I
the
feel
type
like
of...
this was not true.
You're the
But
type
okay.
of person to see. You just argued with that, so
Well, I mean,
No,
when
no,
you
no,
call
no,
somebody
no,
out
no,
like
no,
that,
no, no,
okay.
no.
All right.
you're the type of person to be like, it's a rainy day out, right? It's like pouring rain, and you will argue with someone until you die, and you'll just be like, it's sunny. And you're like, it's literally raining. And somehow you'll be like, well, technically there's sun above the clouds, and so it's actually sunny out, not rainy. Like, that's something you would do, right?
See, if I say no, then you're going to call me that I'm arguing. And so you kind of got me here. I don't know about this question.
Calculated questions, baby. So what's your answer?
I just feel like that's not true.
Really? You don't? Why?
I mean, I do argue, but if I'm arguing, it's for a reason. Like, you know, I have to prove a point to somebody.
Uh-huh. And what are you trying to prove?
It depends on, you got to give me an example. You can't just accuse me with no supporting evidence.
All right, let's go back to this Floyd Mayweather Shaq thing. What are you trying to prove here?
I didn't start this. You guys are the ones that started this, but I cannot let somebody think a 150-pound man could beat a 300-pound 7-footer.
Okay, let me give you this scenario. What's a sloth weigh? Give me a number. 200 pounds? 350?
A sloth? I would say like 20.
20 pounds. All right. A sloth weighs 20 pounds. What does a black widow weigh?
Not very much.
So what's going to win? A black widow biting a sloth?
But I feel like... what kind of question is that? Does Floyd Mayweather have poison?
I'm just trying to give you an example. Like...
All right, let me clarify. A black widow has venom, not poison.
Okay, let me give you another example. A horse. Big creature. A Clydesdale horse. 2,000 pounds, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Now a motorcycle. 500 pounds. Who's going to win?
Wait, is the motorcycle starting at rest?
No, who's going to win? A horse or a motorcycle plowing into it? The motorcycle is going to win. You can repair a motorcycle, not a horse. Like,
I feel like both are going to lose, though. I think
I'm just trying to give you realistic metaphors here as to why Shaq would lose.
I would be shocked if a single person said Floyd Mayweather would beat Shaq in a fight.
Do you think a black widow would kill Shaq if it bit him 200 times?
No, black widows aren't that lethal.
All right. How about like ricin, like straight up poison? Would that kill Shaq?
I mean, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, the ricin's not.
What does that prove, though? Is
Long
Floyd
story
Mayweather
short,
ricin?
We'll come back to this. We're not done here. Raining Soap asks Isaac, "What's your favorite parent? Your mom or your dad?"
Wow, what a difficult question. I'm gonna have to go with the dad on that one for reasons that I've already alluded to. Zach is adopted.
Yeah, okay. And then Ruby also asks, I'll answer this, is Isaac's ego as big as Benjamin's ego? And the answer is absolutely 1,000, a million, billion, trillion, quadrillion, infinity % no. Isaac's
I was gonna say. I was getting worried for a second there.
Isaac's ego is very small. I mean, he's very humble.
I like that. Thank you.
He's the type of person to like do something impressive and then just put his head down and just keep going and be like, yeah, I did do something sick. Whatever. Ben's the type of person to do something stupid and then freaking try to roast you for 3 weeks about it. It's, there's a lot of difference here.
Yeah.
Isaac, what is your dream job in life? You could do anything in the world. Money's not a factor. You can live anywhere and do anything. What would you do and where?
That's kind of a difficult question. Realistically, I'd say a fisheries manager.
You'd want to be a manager. Like, that's your dream job. Think about this.
I'd like to manage stocks of fish in the ocean. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
That's your dream job? Like, you can't, like a scuba diver, a snorkeler, restocking coral reefs. The biggest you can think of is a fishery manager.
Like managing the world's fisheries.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. That's good. I don't know what that means, so that's why I'm a little confused. What's it mean?
Well, like I would determine how many fish fishermen can take and how much to stock and stuff like that.
Isaac, you walk up to a vending machine, you're faced with 3 options: spicy hot Cheetos, a Klondike bar, or a bag of nuts. What do you pick and why?
Usually chips are 75 cents in a vending machine.
Same price.
I'd probably go, oh, wow, that throws a wrench in it. Mm-hmm. Still probably the spicy Cheetos. I don't like Klondike bars. Chocolate's weird. Mm-hmm. Nuts are just not good.
Interesting. Are you a dog or a cat person, Isaac?
I have 2 cats, but I think probably a dog.
Yeah, we've had those 2 cats our whole life, and Isaac's always been like, yeah, I could use a dog right now. You're definitely a dog person.
Dogs are a lot more, like, I don't know, personable. I could take them fishing,
Would you rather face off 1v1 versus a shark or a vending machine in a fight?
Probably a shark.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that more people die from vending machines than sharks? So you picked right. You did pick right. Congratulations on that one. We got a great question here coming in from a man who says, is it true you don't have any gold weapons on Modern Warfare and Benjamin does?
This is true. Is this from Ben?
Could be. That's a really great question there, Raining Soap. Keep them coming. Guys, again, like I said, these are answered live in Lovercast Studios, taking place in my apartment in front of a crowd. Dang it. Holding up a green screen. I normally don't do that in these, but there we go today. Amateur fellow is on the stage. Now, we're about 20 minutes into this podcast, Isaac. We got about another 10 minutes left on this interview until we're going to have to cap out for the day. So we're going to ask a couple of, I call these hot shot questions, or hot shot rounds, spicy meatballs, whatever you want to call them. Are you ready for this? All right.
Ready.
Here are the questions. If you could go to any school in the world, where would you go?
Like college?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably a university in
Favorite
Australia. Football.
Favorite country?
American football. The United States.
Favorite state?
Probably Hawaii.
Hawaii. You've never even been to Hawaii. You can't
Yeah,
say
I know,
that.
but you want me to say Hawaii, the most boring state in America? Come
Favorite
on.
video game of all time?
Modern Warfare 2.
Least favorite video game of all time?
Those typing games they made you play in school.
Oh, wow. What a good answer, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you'd have to, like, type and, like, balloons would pop up, but you have to spell
Those
it.
things they give me anxiety, man.
Oh, Ben. Yes. Well,
What was bad?
round of
What?
applause. Isaac, thank you for answering our lightning round spicy meatball questions. Now we're going to do what I like to call a little session called Therapy with Loverfellow, where we ask you deep, dark secrets about your past and try to unravel the truth about why you are who you say you are. Are you ready?
I think so.
Is Samantha Stout the reason of your troubled
Oh
past?
my God, not Samantha Stout.
Tell us, is that the reason of your troubled past?
I think so. I was harassed about her for my entire childhood.
Tell us
I woke
about
up
it.
one
Give us the
morning,
whole story.
I think you and your best friend went to a softball game and you met her sitting in the bleachers.
Mm-hmm.
And she happened to be in my grade, so by default, I must have liked her. And so for the next 15 years, I got harassed for liking her.
Literally 15 years. Oh my gosh. I mean, this Isaac was beyond head over heels in love with her.
I didn't
Still
even
is,
know
as far as I'm
who she
concerned.
was. until-
She probably has no idea that some random girl just stuck with like a joke for 15 years and still, even to this day, can
No,
be a joke.
I never talked to her, but every time we saw her, that's what we thought was just.
Sorry,
it's kinda
did you say
weird.
it like never? Or never?
mean-
Like never or never?
I'm sure I talked to her a few times, but
Interesting. Very interesting. Was Isaac as obsessed with Dora as Ben was? No, Isaac was not. Isaac was obsessed with food.
that's a little harsh. I had my TV shows.
Like what?
I don't know. I really liked Fairly Odd Parents and Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. No, Isaac also played the, you're going to win game growing up. Like if I said you're going to win something, Isaac would.
I really don't think I did.
You
though. I
did. You
remember
just
Ben
got
doing
over it way quicker, and then you learned what I was doing somehow way quicker than
Maybe
Ben.
twice I played that.
You learned years ahead of Ben. I don't know how.
I'm competitive, but I'm not like Ben competitive. I got to have a reason for winning.
Like,
Ben just wants to win.
you probably stopped when you were 6, and Ben kept going until he was 14.
When I was 6, come on now, that's pretty young.
I know, it didn't take you long to do it. My earliest memory of Isaac was when he was born. I don't know why I remember this, but there was a baby shower or something for him, or his first birthday. And I don't know if I've ever told him this, but I was all our family was there. There was cake and all this stuff. I was 4 or something, maybe 3 years old. I was probably 4. And I remember he was in this weird little baby rocker. And so my cousins and I were having this game where we'd stick our hand in his face, and then he'd grab our finger, and we'd see who could get him to grab our finger the hardest. And I just remember thinking, he's grabbing my finger so hard I couldn't get it out. And I was like, he's just 1 year old. And I was like, he's going to grow up to be a freaking monster one day. And I was right.
I became a pretty big boy.
Yeah. I will never forget that. I remember people would just stick their finger and wow, look at that grip this kid has. He's only 1. And I was like, wow, that's my brother. Chonker. Yeah, that's a true story. Does Isaac know any other languages?
Very rudimentary Spanish.
Rudimentary Spanish.
I think I did 3 years.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
I can understand vocab. I don't do grammar well.
Now, you live at home
Yes.
and you're 21.
Well, that's kind of a harsh way to put it, yeah. Going to college, saving money.
That wasn't really a question. That was just a statement.
I know. Yep.
So you're living at home when you're 21 years old.
I want to make something clear, though. I'm graduating at 21. Zach graduated at 23.
I went to school for 5 years for a 5-year program, all right?
Just saying.
Okay. Are you moving out once you graduate this December, or what's your plan?
It depends on where I get a job. Like if I get a job that's close enough to live here, I would.
You gonna get a job in Philly with me?
I don't think so because I think you're leaving.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I still haven't figured out what I'm gonna do with that or where I'm moving. Maybe Florida. Maybe LA. Maybe freaking I don't know, Cayman Islands or something. Maybe China. Isaac, is it true that you're 4'2" and got leg extensions to be 5'8"?
Who is that from? Is that Ben?
No.
Well, that's not true.
Can you prove it?
That was from Ben, wasn't it?
No. Can you prove it? Okay, Isaac can't prove it, so it sounds like it's true that he is 4'2" with leg extensions. Isaac,
What are leg extensions? What does that even mean?
extend your legs so you're taller. Isaac, why do you like Friends so much? The show, you don't stop watching the show
I
Friends.
despise the show Friends. I hate every actor on that show except like 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Ben watches it 24/7, and I cannot stand that show. I don't like the soundtrack.
I don't like it either. They
It's
just
a
laugh
freaking-
over everything. It's not even funny.
I
when They
know.
laugh.
It's like you ever watch the show Big Time Rush? That's what it seems like.
Oh, I told you, dude. You guys
Sound
used to
effects every
love.
second.
You used to love Big Time Rush until I said, "Listen to the weird sound effects," and you were like, "Wait a minute, you're right. That was terrible."
That's what Friends is to me, and I hate it.
Now, Isaac, you come off a little bit like Review Bra in the terms of you really like your
I don't know if that's a compliment or not. Wait a minute.
not his personality, but in the terms of your fast food endeavors. Would you say that Popeye's chicken sandwich is better or worse than the Cane's chicken sandwich?
The Cane's, that doesn't even exist. I mean, you can make them. Cane's chicken sandwich isn't even close.
All right, so what's the best chicken sandwich?
I would
Chick-fil-A?
say Popeyes, followed by Wendy's, followed by Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A doesn't give you enough, and I'm a man of quantity over quality.
Popeyes? What was the next one?
Wendy's, you can get 2 Wendy's
Wendy's.
spicy chickens for $5.
I
That's
told
what
you
we
he knows his fast food. I told you. I don't know anything about that stuff, man.
Let me tell you something else, Seth. Get the
Yeah.
20-piece nugget at Wendy's. Don't get the 10 because it's only like 10 cents more.
I live next to a Wendy's, and I haven't gone there since almost a year and a half. It's literally
You're
like next to me. Now, here's a great question from one of my favorites here in the shop today. Is it true you actually got cut in the 7th grade basketball team?
I did. I feel like this is a little misleading though because basketball was not my sport. I started varsity football for 3 years. So I feel like I'm being painted in a negative light here.
So I made basketball in 7th grade, and then I quit after 2 weeks.
Yeah, my grade was also stacked, and there was a lot of daddy ball going on. I don't want to point fingers, but
Daddy ball. I've never heard that, and I love it. Oh my gosh. Isaac, we've got time for a couple more questions here. Did you ever get in trouble in school, such as detention, suspension, kicked out of school, etc.?
no, I never. I'm a good kid.
No
you know?
detentions.
No, I don't even think I even got yelled at one time in high school.
I don't think I did either. Isaac, did you see yourself as a popular kid in school?
No, I think I was nice to everyone. Everybody liked me, but I wasn't popular.
I would
I wasn't,
say Ben was definitely like that popular kid you all hated. Isaac
yeah, Ben was
like
like either half of you hated, like half the school hated him and half the school loved him.
I think you're wrong. I think half the school hated him and half the school pretend to like him, but they still hated him because they were afraid of him.
I agree. Yep, Ben was a big boy.
Ben was huge. Isaac, I feel like, was the guy that everyone liked. No one had anything bad to say about. Everyone was friends with Isaac. I have no idea what I was like, honestly. I can't even remember that far back.
Yeah.
But, you know, it is what it is.
You were a soccer player in a football school. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that's very true. Soccer, track, and cross country were my go-tos. And band for 1 year, which was a big mistake, looking back on it. Yeah, I don't think anyone would have ever saw me as being the guy that somehow grows a YouTube channel like this, of all the people in my school.
Yeah, you were. I think like half the people in your grade probably didn't even know you existed.
I would go so
Yeah.
far to say that's probably true. Yeah. Isaac, did you get bullied at school?
No, I was bigger than most people. in
So
my
that
grade.
means you were the bully.
I didn't bully. I was a nice kid, you know.
Ben says he did. Ben says a man named Christopher bullied you.
Christopher, I don't even. That kid was like 100 pounds. There's no way to know.
I love Ben just feeding us lies the entire episode. It's
I
the
know.
greatest thing ever. Isaac, 3 final questions. We're going to end these with a bang. Question number 1. What is your favorite animal?
Long-eared sunfish.
What is that?
It's a fish native to Ohio. It's really pretty.
Hola, no hablo español muy bien. ¿Qué tengo que hacer para que vuelva sentido? Vamos a dejar el pasado atrás. Para mí la vida no tiene sentido si te vas. ¿Qué tengo que hacer?
What do you do?
I was just singing a song in Spanish.
I
Wasn't a
I
question.
understood like the words, but you were talking too fast.
Que tengo que hacer pa que vuelvas conmigo. Anyway, on with the rest of the podcast here, folks. Isaac, if you had to eat one food the rest of your life, what would it be?
Pizza.
Okay, pizza. And finally, last question. I want to give you a little bit of background story on this. I'm 24. I was an engineer. I have a YouTube channel, working on making several businesses right now. I've had one car my whole life. It's a 2003 Saturn Ion. Isaac, my question for you is it true that you've bought 3 cars since you turned 16 and you're 21?
Okay, so first of all, you and Ben both got steals on your cars. My first car, the ice happened and it went into a guardrail.
So
My
you wrecked
second
it.
car, our old mom convinced us
Our
to
old
buy
mom,
it.
not our new one. Guys, we don't have a
Yeah.
new one. We just have one. She's
She's out of the picture. But she got me this junker car that's had 15 fuses on the thing. But every freaking month I have to go get something replaced on it. So I had to get rid of that. So I got a truck that can haul my fishing kayak.
Blaze. Isaac did not kill his mom. Yet. Wow, so you did have 3 cars. That's true.
I've had, yes.
Absolutely insane. Guys, there you have it. Ben literally just fed me unbelievably weighted questions the entire time. Isaac, thank you for joining us in today's podcast. Plug your socials.
I actually don't use social media, but
What would you do? You want to plug anything?
Ben Spengler 5.
Yeah, you can just follow me on Twitter on Ben_Spengler5.
I knew he was coming in.
How did he unmute himself? That shouldn't be possible. We gotta upgrade this podcast system. Guys, Isaac and Ben hopefully will be making their own social medias, specifically YouTube channels in the near future. I'm working on it. We'll get them out here. Thanks for joining, Isaac. We'll see you next time on the podcast. For everyone out there in Lover Nation, don't forget you can follow this podcast on Spotify, Pocket Cast, Apple Podcasts, or the YouTube channel. See you next week. Lick that screen.